Hello everyone, welcome to the Simperion IAS YouTube channel. In this particular video, let's discuss about list of 25 plus topics which are almost miscellaneous topics. You would have already covered them while preparing, but if you give little more importance and go through this video, you can easily solve 4 to 5 questions. We guarantee you 5 questions you can easily solve in the UPSC prelims. Before that, at Simperion IAS, we develop a strategy to clear UPSC prelims and mains. With respect to the PYQs, whatever we do, whatever we discuss in the videos is mainly around the PYQs. Please subscribe to Simperion IAS YouTube channel. Please press bell button so that whenever we upload a new video, you will get a notification. Please join our Telegram group UPSC Mains GS 2024. Please visit our website upscmainspreviousyearanswers.com. We will provide link to the Telegram channel and website in the description. Currently, we mainly have 3 products. First one is Prelims Monster. In this, we have discussed about 30 plus intelligent elimination techniques, and we have shown how from 2016 to 2023 prelims paper can be solved using PYQ and intelligent elimination techniques, and we have listed 150 plus important themes in our prelims monster. You can get that on our website. The second important is the topic wise mains topic wise questions from last 40 years. From GS1 to GS4, even we have done essay, the topic wise division of last 30 years essay. The third important product and the most important product which is available on our website currently is Mains Monster Ethics. Answers to previous year questions from 2013 to 2023, including the sample papers. We have answered both part A and part B, that is theory questions and also the case studies. We have added to the word limit. We have added 6 to 7 real-time examples in each questions with an extraordinary introduction and conclusion. All case studies are answered considering a practical approach of solving a problem. Let's start with the important topic of discussion in this video, that is the 25 miscellaneous topics which we have noted down after analyzing the 40 years plus paper. So let's discuss one by one. The first and the most important thing is this is of ancient India, medieval and also the modern India. Please try to know the timeline of empires, the timeline of important events from the ancient India to the modern India. Like Vijayanagara, Delhi Sultanate, Shatavahanas, different kingdoms, the Yadavas, etc. Next, in the modern India, the important events from 1958. The 1958, the Sipahi Mutiny, to all the tribal rebellions, 1905, partition of Bengal, the World War, the non-cooperation movement, civil disobedience movements, the August Offer, all important events. Please remember the timeline of important events from ancient India to the medieval India to the modern India. That is very important. So normally UPSC has the timeline, especially in the ancient and also in the medieval India. Please go through the PYQ and remember those timelines. See, you already studied all these things in the modern India or medieval or ancient India. Please make sure that you remember the timeline. The next important thing is important ruling dynasties and their capital and where they are present in the modern states. They asked about Dwara Samudra, about which is the capital of Hoysalas. It was present in Karnataka. It is present in Karnataka. They asked about, say, Danya Kataka, Danyakataka was a capital, it was mainly question related to the Mangashika Buddhism. But even if you are known it is a capital of Shatavana capital, you could have solved that. Even if you just know it was a Shatavana capital, which is there in the present day Andhra, you could have solved this. First is timeline, the second is all major important ruling dynasties and their capital, and in which of the modern state they are present today. Very important. Third important thing is important temples, the temples of the Chola, important Buddhist monasteries, etc. Or all the important temples. The temples mainly you can go through the PYQ and just study about them. No, no, not necessary to sit and study all hundreds of temples. Normally they ask the question about a sun temple, etc. Where the deity is a sun, etc. Just study about important temples, to which deity it is dedicated, and in which of the Indian present state they are present. Fourth important thing is majorly the monasteries and where they are present today. The monasteries of Himachal Pradesh, the monasteries in the Sikkim, etc. Please study about these monasteries and know their present state, where they are present. Very, very important, extremely important. International grouping and their members. Already, I think UPSC has asked about a G20. There are other international grouping which mainly India is a member. There are some of the international grouping where India is not a member. The APEC, APTA, the BRICS, the G20, G7, and many other organizations. The treaties related to the missile technologies, the NSG, nuclear supplier group, NSG, nuclear supplier group, etc., where India is a member and India is not a member. International grouping and their members, very, very important. Next, let's go to the index and reports. This is very important. See, now you might ask a question. In the index and report, there are hundreds of organizations and hundreds of report. How to study, how to remember all those? Please remember, you have to at least know the reports published by the important organizations, like say IUCN, very favorite topic of UPSC. World Environmental Program, WEP, World Economic Organization, WHO, International Labour Organization. Next is IMF, World Bank, etc. Please just know about the reports, at least know the reports of important international organizations. You go through the previous year, you will understand which are important organizations. Study all the reports published by them. Next is UNESCO World Heritage Sites. UNESCO World Heritage Sites and in which state they are present. Just remember that. Next is recent GI tags. It is not necessary to study the GI tags which are published say decade back. Just last 1 or 2 years, 2 years you can concentrate. 2 years of recent GI tags published, and who gives the GI tag, who like what are the, like that there are I think there is one important act or treaty regarding this. Please know about that. Another important thing is the national park. Try to know the national park, important national park in the state. See, it is not possible to remember everything at one place. Just concentrate on one state at a time. Like the Karnataka one day, the Kerala one day, the West, like this West Bengal one day, Uttar Pradesh one day, Madhya Pradesh. Please don't try to study everything at one day. Just try to study each state by state and revise and recall. That is very important. Otherwise, you will forget everything. You will just mix up like the national parks of each state. It's very difficult for you to recall. It's very difficult to remember. Please try to recall again and again so that you become well versed with that. The national parks of Northeast are very, very important. Please give a lot of importance to the national park of Northeast. Assam or Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh, West Bengal, like some of the national park, Meghalaya. Say West Bengal is not Northeast. I'm saying West Bengal, like Odisha, Similipal, etc. is very important. Like that region, eastern and northeastern regions are very important. Please concentrate. Even in the national park, right? Please, if there is any unique feature, please try to know. Gir National Park, it has lions. So please try to know if the any national park, if it has any special features, try to remember one or two sentences regarding them, one or two important features of them. Next is UNESCO biosphere reserves. Please remember UNESCO biosphere reserve and where they are present, biosphere reserve and the state they are present, mainly the location based questions. Next is try to know about the important species, say tiger, lion, elephant, gharial, etc., in which where they are normally present. I think normally where they are normally present, they have asked the gharial is found in which of the rivers. Elephant, they have asked a question. Tiger, like in which wildlife protection act schedule they fall to. Wildlife Protection Act Schedule 1. Please remember these things about important flora and fauna, mainly the fauna. If you go through the previous year, you'll come to know about that. State animals, very must. Try to know the state animal of all the states. See, it's easy. See, Karnataka, Kerala, I think Jharkhand, they have similar, the elephant. So in that way, try to remember. So it is must. Remembering the state animal is must. Say if they ask, if they give a particular animal, say lion, and lion is present in which of the following, say national park, they give 4 5 national park option. Now you know that lion is present in Gujarat, it's a state animal of Gujarat, it has to be in the Gujarat. Which of the national park is in Gujarat? Gir National Park. So that is the better option. That is how you choose options. Stay the animal, which state they are present, and the national park given. If the national park given in the option is of that particular state, usually that will be an answer. That is how you solve the questions regarding this. And also try to know the IUCN status of those. If the any of the animal is endangered and critically endangered, etc., they are very important. Try to know even the IUCN status. Next is tributaries of rivers. This is another area which is important. Normally UPSC has asked many times the tributaries of river. Tributaries of river: Brahmaputra, Ganga, Godavari, Indus, etc. Try to know the tributaries of important river. I think they have asked a question on Teesta. See, one is important rivers and their tributaries. The second one is take the northeastern states and which river flows through which state. Assam, what are the river flowing through the Assam? What are the river flowing through the Arunachal Pradesh, through the Manipur? Manipur is very important this year. Please study about those things. And tributaries of Indus, which are the state those 5 tributaries they pass through, where they join, where they meet, etc. Try to know all those things. Ganga and its tributaries, where Ganga joins Yamuna, Allahabad, etc. Try to know those things. Very, very important. I think there was a question on Pennar, like 2, 3, 4, I think in the 2021, etc. So study about all those things. It's important. See, these are the things you normally will be studying, but you have to give more importance to it. Just by going through these things, it's very difficult to remember. Put some efforts. Divide your time. Don't try to study everything we have said in this video in one day. Just try to finish one topic each day. Like just today we'll just finishing a topic just on tributaries of river. Next day, what are the rivers, important rivers flowing through some of the important northeastern states? What are the tributaries of Indus, in which of the states they flow through? Where each of the 5 tributaries of the Indus meet, etc. These things. Another important thing is important oceans and the countries bordering them. See, this Mediterranean region is very, very important. Please know the countries that are opening into the Mediterranean Sea. They've asked even a question on Levant, etc. Please study about such things. The important Caspian, Black Sea, all the important oceans and the countries opening into those oceans. And even I think they ask a question on the seas or lake that has dried up. If you find anything such things in the news, please remember that as well. Next very important thing is clearly know the difference between these awards. What is the difference between Padma Bhushana, Padma Vibhushana, and Bharat Ratna, and also the sports awards? The difference between Arjuna Award, Dronacharya Award, Ekalavya Award. There are if like any such awards. Padma Bhushana, Padma Vibhushana, Padma Shri, Bharat Ratna, Arjuna Award, Dronacharya Award, Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna, etc. Try to know the difference between all these awards. Next important thing is top exports from India and top imports from India. Please know all these things like in the order top 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Top exports 1, 2, 3. Top imports to India by the value. Please remember that as well. While you study the schemes, right, it's not necessary to study everything. It's not necessary to study 1 or 2 page on the schemes. For each scheme, remember the parent ministry and one important objective. They have asked a scheme on, I think, Swayam. It's related to, I think, MHRD related to the education. Just remember one objective and also the parent ministry. That's enough. Next, please remember the biggest national park, smallest national park, biggest biosphere reserve, smallest biosphere reserve, and the recently even announced wildlife sanctuary and tiger reserve. Recently, not necessary to know everything. Recently announced wildlife sanctuary in the last 1 or 2 years and the tiger reserve. Coming to the economy. In the economy, normally you know that UPSC asks few questions on concepts and few questions on current affairs. The concepts like GDP, PPP, bank rate, open market operations, repo rate, reverse repo rate, inflation. Please know the difference between all these important words. Please know them. Economy is not about studying in depth, just knowing the definition of the key words, just knowing the basic concepts. Please know this concept and clearly know the difference. What is operation, twist, etc. Please know them. The next important is important glaciers in India and where they are present. What are the important glaciers and where they are present? Present which state? That is very important. Next very important thing is the crops that are covered under MSP. Which are the crops that are covered under MSP? See, sugar has, I think, fair and remunerative prices, FRP, it's covered under that. Remaining all crops, 20 plus crops, please know them all. If any of those crops are produced by the tribals, please know them. I think last year, I think they asked a question on, there was a question, I can't recall at that moment. There was a question, they asked question on MSP with regards to, that was mainly I think produced by the tribals, and know the what is the contribution of trifed with regards to MSP, etc. Please know these things. Next important is Wildlife Protection Act 1972. Know the difference between all the schedules, schedule 1 to the schedule 5. Know the difference, what is the objective of each schedules. This question was asked. The schedule 5, I think schedule 4, two times this question were asked. Please know them and also try to remember all the fauna, mainly in the fauna, not flora, mainly fauna in the schedule 1, the tiger, lion, etc. Study about Environmental Protection Act, RTI, Right to Education, Food Security Act. In Environmental Protection Act, the bodies that constituted under Environmental Protection Act, I think Groundwater Board or Groundwater Authority, it is formed under Central Groundwater Board. It was formed under Environmental Protection Act 1980, and that question was asked two times. Sorry. Crops under MSP, we have covered this. important acts, we have covered this: 1972 Environmental Protection Act, 1980 Food Security Act, 2013 RTA Right to Education. Next, important historical places and the rivers around them. They've asked Hampi, Tungabhadra, Ajanta, Vagora River, Ajanta Caves. So try to know important places. See, don't sit and now research about that. While you are studying, if you come across any such things, important places and the river around them, please try to remember it. Please make a list of it while studying PYQ, etc. That's it. Don't study these things separately. Don't Google it or search it in the books, etc. While studying, if you come across anything, please remember it. Next is important court poets. The court poets of Harshavardhana, Ashoka, Krishnadevaraya, important kings and their court poets. It is also answer to the kings and their contemporaries. Normally they have a question, right? They give a king Akbar and his contemporaries. Normally they will be his court poets. So study about this also covered. This also is part of medieval India and mainly the medieval India and even ancient. It is part of, it's part of whatever you are studying. Please give more importance while studying. Please just blindly don't mug the facts. Try to study in this way. This is what is like preparing for the UPSC according to the PYQs. They give the king and his court poet as contemporaries. Please remember that. Next, if you are while studying, if you come across as International Atomic Energy Agency or its protocols, please give importance. This question is very important. UPSC has asked two to three times this question, this particular question. The protocols related to International Atomic Energy Agency, please give importance to that. The other important thing is, okay, I'll write here. 29th is places in news. Very important. I think UPSC normally asks one question on the places in news. While studying the current affairs, international relations, whatever places in list, just take an white paper, make a notes of it. Important 8, 10 or 15 places in news. Or we will try to make a notes by ourselves and upload it in our Telegram group. Please subscribe to our Telegram group. This is very important. So we have covered almost 29-30 important topics. You can easily expect 4 to 5 questions. Once again, you can easily expect 4 to 5 questions from these things. Please don't neglect it. You guys have already studied it. You will be covering all these things normally while covering current affairs or static portion. We are just saying give importance to them. Think how UPSC examiner thinks while preparing that particular topic. What are the questions that can be asked on a particular topic? Then prepare. It will easily give you boost of at least 10 marks plus. Please keep that in mind. Okay. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you.